Welcome back to the John Trading channel. In this video, I'm going to give you my price prediction for Binance Coin in 2023. Currently, Binance Coin from this bottom right here is roughly 200% away from this all-time high. Do you think we can get back to this all-time high? Well, I'm going to show you in this video, so make sure you stay tuned until the end. If you haven't already, leave a like on the video, make sure you're subscribed and you hit the bell icon, plus leave a comment if you're enjoying these crypto videos. Let's quickly go over exactly what Binance Coin is. BNB is the cryptocurrency coin that powers the BNB chain ecosystem. As one of the world's most popular utility tokens, not only can you trade BNB like any other cryptocurrency, you can use BNB in a wide range of applications and use cases. The benefits of BNB: you can use BNB to pay for goods and services, settle transaction fees on the Binance Smart Chain, participate in token sales, and more. The main benefit of actually holding BNB is actually getting trading fee reduction on your Binance account. So you can save 25% on spot, 25% on margin, 10% on futures trading, which is truly one of the big utility reasons. And plus also sending money across the world using BNB is extremely key. And plus sending money across the world using the BNB Binance Smart Chain app is extremely cheap, especially when you can compare it to Ethereum. And when you're doing hundreds of transactions on Ethereum compared to the BNB chain, it definitely can get quite expensive. Let's quickly go over what Binance Coin has done in the past so we can better understand what's going to happen in the future. So down at this low here, back in this 2020 low, you can see that Binance was at a low of around this $6 mark, all the way to this high. When it ran up to this massive high in 2021, we had over a 10,000% return on Binance Coin, which is absolutely massive. It also shows this is how Binance was able to get as big as it is. This goes a massive price gain, but I don't believe we're going to see this in 2023. If we do scroll out a little bit and we even see from the last bull run, up and from this last bull run to the high, we were up over 200,000%. And then we had a really steep drop off down over 85% in this 2020 low. But you can see, look right here, we barely had a bit of a drop off. In this area, we had a massive drop off. Look at this area here. So when we're looking at the 2021 high at around this $700 mark, we're only basically just over 60% down. So from this top here all the way down, yeah, 62%. So really good maths right there. It just shows that we were at $700, but now we're at that $240 range. Really, what a lot of people were expecting is when you do Fibonacci retracement tool from the high to the low, to even come a lot lower than this, down into this area here. But you can see what's really been holding is the 618, 0.5, 382 level. So as much as it looks like, especially on a log scale, that we haven't gone down that much, we've definitely had over a 60% drop. All the way to this low was a 75% drop. So relatively a decent drop on Binance Coin. I don't think the goal is basically to reach back at this all-time high, because that price is only roughly 170% away. We would be only looking at a 2x basically on Binance Coin if you were to buy today and we were only to reach back at the old all-time high. I don't believe that is all that Binance has, but you need to also look at its market cap to make a decision and see, can we actually double and triple from here at its current market cap? So we can see here the current market cap of Binance Coin is 41 billion, and it's actually the fourth biggest cryptocurrency in the entire world, ranked by market cap. So you're basically saying we need to double this price to be able to double our price to reach back in this area. If we're looking for a 200x, we need this price to basically triple. We need another $82 billion to come into Binance, which definitely does seem plausible to come back at least to this old all-time high. But if you're really looking for solid gains, we want gains up into this area, say this 300, 400, 500% away. But can Binance go up over 500%? It would also mean that this needs to go up by 5 to 6 times. So 41 billion would basically need to become $200+ billion to be able to come up to this price in this area here at 420%. So you basically need to even think about that. Look at how much money is entirely in cryptocurrency. I believe Bitcoin right now is at a $500 billion market cap. But since the SEC is actually suing Binance now, that's why you're seeing this massive drop in price. But is it the actual potential to be buying? You can see that in this area, we do look like we're making a bit of this trading range pattern where we're looking to buy low, which is potentially in this area high right here. And then we're looking to then sell high and just use this trading pattern that is a slightly up curve trending channel to the upside. So basically in this channel, it's a form of a trading range where this trading range price action actually shows that we are sideways, but we're just slightly tilted up to the upside. So to be honest, in this area here would actually be a decent buy using this particular strategy, and an area to sell would at least be above this area here, somewhere up near these highs, especially if you were to connect exactly this one across with this one. You could even make a bit of an outline, but I think we connect it with this green line here would make a lot of sense. And you can see how perfect it is. We're basically in that trading range pattern, but we're on a sideways trading. We're in a slightly tilted up to the upside trading range. And right now we're at the bottom of that cycle. So first potential target for Binance Coin would actually be up into this area here, right in this area, actually looking to get out basically where this high was. And that would be, let's say 60%, so roughly about 50 to 70% on this particular trade. And the reason that I would at least be looking to get out some of my position here is because we are in this trading range pattern. And when we're in this trading range, people are buying low, selling high, and they're scalping. And when people are scalping, it means that they're not holding it like they were back here in this area. They're not holding it for days and years and months to be able to get this parabolic move. They were, or we are right now, in a trading range pattern, which means buy low, sell high, and scalp. When people are scalping, that means they're getting out of their positions relatively more quickly than they are if they were to go and invest. Obviously, we can start to have this parabolic move to the upside, but just because we do doesn't mean we can't at least look to get a portion of our trade out in this area. So not only would this also line up with a bit of a support and resistance, you can see in this area, maybe right just in here, you can see that we did have a lot of support. So get that line out of here. So in this area, we're having a lot of support, try to break above, had a massive break below, and then look what happened. This area is now becoming resistance, and you can see it. This area initially was a support level. It's now acting as a resistance level to the upside. So what I do think is we're going to do something very similar here, where we do have this spike to the upside. We're looking to basically get just above this area here in this area, but we will have something like this where we get a strong little wick to the downside, and then price then continues back. So you're going to have a body that ends somewhere around there, and you're going to have a wick that comes up to the upside before we then look to come and retest again the bottom of this trading range type pattern. Because especially if we've been in a trading range for the last so many weeks and months, it basically means that we're going to continue in a trading range until you see some type of breakout. Either you get a breakout to the downside, then you probably come back and retest this area as a resistance level. Initially, it is support, expecting it then, if it does break down, to use it as a resistance level, using that support to resistance flip, and then looking for more major moves to the downside. And if we were to get this upside break, we'd obviously come up, we'd come back, test this area, maybe have come down a little bit, then we'd need that clean break above. You'd get this area up in this area here, you'd get a clean break above, then this resistance level initially will act as a support. Price will come back into this area before then looking to the upside. So a lot of these support and resistance flips actually do tell us and give us some indication in the market whether we need to be looking to short, long, or what's the actual go. So right now we're in that trading range pattern, and this type of area would definitely be my first target for Binance Coin in 2023. The next area I'd definitely be looking to at least get a portion of this trade off is in back at this all-time high area. The reason being is we've had resistance. And when we come up for a third time, I do believe this will at least act like a bit of a resistance level. Say we get a break, support, a break above into this area, will at least come down and probably retest in this area here. Initially was acting as resistance, even resistance, come back, acted as support before then continuing to the upside if that was the perfect play. And the reason I like this move is since from this current price, we're moving roughly 150, 160%. What it would allow me to do is even take my position, so say I entered with $5,000, we moved up, we basically tripled in price. I can then take my $5,000 out of the trade and then just leave that extra $10,000 to ride on the trade. So basically that trade would leave me break even. I would have no risk on the trade. Even if that trade went to zero, I'd still be at least even on my money, but it gives you a sense of security. It also really helps mentally because you're not overly weighted. Say you've got your entire gold portfolio, you've got entire portfolio into Binance Coin, then it's quite hard to sleep at night when you're having small movements, you're having major movements in your fluctuation. Also mentally, it's not good for you. Whereas if you can just take that original money out, then maybe use it for a new project or a new coin, then you're extremely excited and you're going to continue. So the thing is also here is a lot of people were long in this market. A lot of people were actually long in these areas. Reason being is especially in this area here, people got trapped. Once we had this low in this area, people were thinking we're going to break above the all-time high and we're going to massively rocket to the upside, potentially over $1,000 per Binance Coin, which is up in this area up here. But you can see it just didn't happen. And we had some decently bullish trend bars at the end of the trend, which would attract traders. A lot of people would have seen that these bars were decently bullish. And after this strong push, people were looking, oh my God, we're going to break to the upside. But just wasn't the case. A lot of traders will be trapped in this area. Right now in their portfolio, they're holding Binance Coin that they bought up into this top. They're not going to sell until it comes to break even. But when you're in a long in the market, how do you have to get out of your trade? Well, you need to sell in the market to be able to get out of your trade. And that's what I expect a lot of traders to do in this area. We're going to have that resistance. Also going to have old traders trying to get out of their position in this area because they've been holding all the way to these lows through here. And they're going to say, finally, thank you, I can finally get out of this trade break even. This is going to be my third and final target for Binance Coin. This potentially is a bit of a moonshot since we are looking to break above the all-time high, but I'm going to use a trend-based Fibonacci extension. I'm going to bring it to this 2020 low at this $6 range, bring it to this high of roughly $700, then bring it to this current low that happened in price back in May of 2022. And bring it here, and then we're now going to get some population. So we've obviously got, and even showing in here, it's actually a bit of a confluence level. So in here, we've got the 0.3, we've got the 3.2, we've got the 3.6 actually acting in this level, and look at exactly where it lines up. It lines up exactly in this support and resistance flip. We had this support in this area, we got the break, now we had the resistance. So you can show what this 0.326 level is actually showing in the market. It's perfectly showing this support and resistance flip. So not only in that area did we have a support and resistance flip, we also had traders using the trend line trading Fibonacci strategy. We've also got the 7.860 up in this area, which is actually reaching at the old all-time high because of this one-to-one extension was slightly bigger. Actually showing another confluence level, but the main level that we're looking for here is the 0.61A, roughly at this $1,200 to $1,300 per Binance Coin. So from its current price, that would basically be roughly a 5x. Let's actually have a look, drag it from here. Yeah, roughly 415%. So it would also mean you're expecting Binance Coin to go to $160 billion market cap because it's currently at that $41 billion market cap. If you're going to see the price 4 times, you're also going to see the market cap directly 4 times exactly. That's exactly how trading works. You need 4 times the money for the price to go up 4x. So this would be my third and final target on Binance Coin, up at this 400% level. The reason being is this is known as the golden zone on the trend-based Fibonacci extension tool, and it's a high-grade mathematical equation which definitely takes into account a lot of areas that traders are actually looking to get out of the trade. This again would be a bit of a moonshot in this area because I've got this first target which lines up perfectly in this trend line trading pattern. Then we've also got this second strategy looking to get out of the old all-time high, and then I would definitely, at least on my personal trade, I'm not giving financial advice or anything or how to trade. This is just me and I'm showing exactly what I'm going to be doing. I will hold a portion to go up to this moonshot strategy because even though the SEC is suing Binance, you never know. They're one of the strongest exchanges, although I don't recommend keeping all your funds on there. But I do believe that they are still one of the strongest exchanges, and we're definitely going to see Sky price potentially come back up here if they're able to beat all those charges, and we can also get a massive bull run in crypto. So really hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, leave a like on the video, make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell icon, plus leave a comment if you're enjoying these daily crypto videos.